Good morning, everybody. Back out here with the skid steer, and I didn't want to go back and make another trip, so I put the pipe on the back and it made it here. It's only hanging off about 8 feet, not too bad. So this is going to be the crossing pipe down here, dropping the skid steer off. Pretty much where he drove, we're going to put in a gravel path across the meadow strip and just a little trail over there to the beach over there where I've got to expand that out. So we'll go ahead and roll that piece of pipe off, unload the skid steer. I'll probably get the dozer, cut this in, and make my path around there. I've got to undercut a little section out over there where the crossing's going to go, bring some clay in here and put a little bit of fabric down, and then the pipe, and cover all that up with clay and just start kind of grading all this out and cleaning all this area up. So yesterday they brought me 3 more loads of stone over there for the rest of the driveway. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the dozer and spread that out, and probably go ahead and take some of this topsoil and spread down the side of the road there as well to start building that shoulder before I take the dozer down there and start cutting in that road for the beach beside the pond. Okay, and spread the dirt out along the shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead and take this stone, spread it up the path here, this ramp. Might need one more load, but I think that should get the majority of it. Especially by the time I take the grader, dress up everything. Pushed up here, and then I can come up here with the skid steer and finish blading it out and slip it up nice and pretty. So I definitely can't spread stone with the dozer near as pretty as I can with the skid steer. But it sure does make it quick to spread out. Then all you gotta do is just kind of touch it up with the skid steer, not sit here and try to push these big piles around. I don't know why I've just never been able to spread. I mean, I can spread snow, no doubt, but really make it look nice with the dozer. I don't know why. I can grade dirt good, but never been able to finish blade stone nicely with a dozer. Majority of the stone is where it needs to be. I'll go over there to the road I got to cut in, or the little path for the beach. Go ahead and cut all that in with the dozer here and kind of push everything up. I'll load the excess dirt out into the off-road truck. While I was up here with the dozer, I decided to go ahead and spread out this topsoil that we hauled the other day because it's pretty wet. That'll give it time to bake in this sun. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today, so that should definitely dry it out a little bit. That way I can grade it out a little bit smoother and power rake it. Now it's bad you gotta use the windshield wipers to knock the dust off the windshields. Not gonna be near as wet as that other stuff. It's on the other side of the field that we dug out that clay. But probably if I have time this afternoon, go ahead and nose through that and kind of get it spread out so it can dry a little better too. Because if all goes as planned, I only have about 3 more days worth of work here, and I should have everything wrapped up. Hopefully. Rolling out of that. I get it spread out, it'll dry out pretty quick. Probably be dust by the time I get ready to rake it out. A little bit of moisture won't hurt anything, keep the dust down. So I'm cutting the road in to the little beach now. Just one dozer blade wide, and I'm just cutting it out and letting the dirt kind of roll up on each side. And what that's going to do is kind of create a channel for this rock to lay in. I just kind of knock the dirt down on the edges for my shoulder material. This weight tends to work pretty good. Make a few passes here to get it cut down to the grade you need while rolling up the dirt on the sides. What that does is kind of put you some material there to be able to build your shoulders with, to slope it away from the road. Like so. I'm pushing all this right here, and I'm going to dig this out with 350 and put some clay in here. It's pretty spongy in there, so I want to undercut that out, put a little bit of fabric. I'll go load a couple loads of clay. That should take care of my little road crossing. I got a piece of 15-inch pipe to put in there. And this pass right here should be enough to get this down to the grade I need it. Let me go up there and get the off-road truck, and we'll bring the 350 over here and scoop that out. Go ahead and haul some clay down here. And second load here. I'm going to cut a little bit more of this out. I'm going to cut it right above the pond level so it doesn't get wet. The pond's down probably 4 to 5 inches, so if I cut it right below that, should put just a few inches of water in the pipe when it's full and still give me plenty of coverage here. Load some clay with the 220. Start bringing it down here to fill this in. fabric out right here. That way it'll go ahead and cover that little bit. That way I can go ahead and put the rest of that rock out on the edge around the pipe. Just like so. Alright, let me finish slicking this up. That way I can roll some fabric in there. And I'm going to go ahead and go get some dirt. Load out a little clay for the road. Probably need 2 loads. Wet in there, but it'll pack good. Take the dozer and push this pile up good before I'm done. Or leave out here. Should probably 4 or 5 loads left. If I need any more clay for anything. It definitely takes more scoops to load it with the 220. I'm going to raise that road up some. It's not going to hurt anything. Alright, let's go and dump this out. Come back and get one more. Let's go dump this load of clay out. At least we have a nice smooth haul road to go down. Little Barney stretch its legs. Definitely turned out to be a very nice driveway. Coming by, overlooking the pond here, you can kind of see where I cut that cove out, made that a little bit bigger. So I'll back in there and dump it just on this side because I still got to put fabric in there. Come back and get one more load. Two loads should be enough. I'll bring the skid steer back down here, put it in there with that. It kind of packs it in there better with those tracks. Got stone scheduled for in the morning. Should get this knocked out pretty quick. And then I can kind of work on undercutting for the beach tomorrow while they're bringing stone. That way I can put sand down on Friday. Kind of get all that wrapped up. Somewhere about right in here. think I can back up just a little bit more. About right there. All right, let's go get another one. So I got the new crossing pipe put in. I'm gonna take the skid steer and push my 2 loads of clay over here to cover this up. It ended up being a little bit closer to the pond than I thought it was going to be, so I'm gonna have to kind of curve this road around just a little bit more, but not the end of the world. I can move that over about 4 or 5 feet for that to line up a little bit better in this turn. So I got the culvert pipe in and I scooped up all that rock and dumped it right there at the end of the pipe. I'll take the mini excavator, spread it around there, get it shaped and packed in there a little better than that. And I'm gonna go over there now and work on cutting out for the new beach area. It is extremely dusty out here. It's also 101 degrees, so I don't want to get out of the air condition. But I got the beach cut out. All I gotta do is put some fabric down and get rid of that pile of dirt right there. And I can put some sand in there. So I'm gonna finish out the day. I'm gonna take the dozer over the hill and start spreading out all that mud that we hauled over there over the weekend. It is nice to push some dirt that's not completely dusty. I'm taking this and just kind of pushing off about a 12-inch lift over the edge of this field, spreading it out over this clearing area to kind of raise it up a little bit. Back into the pure mud. That's fine, it'll dry out pretty quickly out here in the sun. You know it's hot and dry when you dumped all this mud out 4 days ago with water pouring out of it, and now you're blading it off and barely sinking. Yeah, we are definitely in a hot, dry spell. Well, that looks a lot better. I got all that mud spread out. And I got a little bit more dirt to bring over there from where I cut out from the beach. I'll probably just bring it over to the skid steer, dump it out, and maybe run over this one more time once it dries out later in the week. So I'm gonna head back up there to where the shop is and spread some more of that topsoil out that we hauled from the pond. That's gonna be our wrap for today. I got the road cut in for the beach dug out, the pipe put in, and all the mud over the hill spread out, all the topsoil up there spread out. Just ran over all that again, and I got the stone pushed back there this morning. I've got to finish touching that up with the skid steer, and I just spent the last 45 minutes on the grader kind of getting this where it needs to be. It just needs to be run over with the skid steer and cleaned up. I need the Mini down there for tomorrow, so I'm gonna load it onto the trailer and just haul it down there so I don't have to track it all the way across the farm on the way out. We got some matting and some pipe on the trailer. Let's get after it this morning. So I'm gonna take the skid steer, finish scooping that pile of dirt up over there, taking it over the hill and dumping that out, and take the mini excavator and dress this pond bank up, put my rock around the pipe, and I got trucks coming to bring stone to build the access path over there to the beach, and finish grading that out, put some fabric down, and bring some sand in for that. Gonna be a busy day today.
slacking on the videos. I've been non-stop going this morning trying to get everything ready for sand. On top of spreading all that stone out, got all the sand or the stone spread out. Just rolled my fabric out right here, and I'm gonna take that excavator and pull that little edge down and blend that in. That way we have a nice clean seam of sand there without any of that grass and possible dirt that I may have raked up when cutting that edge in. Fabric is down. So I got the bank graded out there. Went ahead and put some seed down and put matting right there. Probably just going to do this side because the grass is so tall over here, it's hard to really get it to lay down. Plus there's really not that much erosion right there. There's a fair amount off that hill there. Got to finish that section. They just brought me 2 loads of sand. Going back to get 2 more. So I'm going to go over here with the mini and go ahead and place it down that side. And then start spreading it out. I'll probably use the skid steer for the rest of it. finishing that matting up over there, grading that bank out, cutting the swell in here. We're actually going to put some fabric and river rock in here, then tile the sand back in. Load number 3 of sand's coming. Watch him dump that out. They're actually making it, so it's a little wet, but everybody's running out of sand. Evidently there's a sand shortage around here. Go figure. Dumping sand. Yeah, definitely a little wet. And that's a wrap. Got the sand spread out. I'm gonna put the finish cleaning this loose dirt up, put some fabric in here. He just dumped a pile of little rocks that are very expensive. But wanted a nice river rock swell around the beach right here. So I figured I'm putting about 3 to 4 inches of rock in there on top of fabric to divert any of this water that comes down around the beach so we don't have another washout. And yeah, I want something they could walk on barefooted, so river rock for the win. I was thinking about it, I was like, let me just go ahead and roll some fabric out here so we don't lose too much of it here. And I will do that tomorrow. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up this little pile of dirt and I'll be back tomorrow. I think I have a 6-foot roll of fabric I can roll out and make that a little bit easier. Everything over there is all dressed up and I just got to finish grading the road out.